Today we're going to be doing another quick modification on our 2017 Lexus GX460. I was pretty disappointed when I discovered that I purchased this without a tow hitch, since I'm pretty much replacing my 2002 Nissan Pathfinder with it, which I primarily use to haul my dirt bikes around and occasionally a small trailer. So today I'm going to be showing you how to install an aftermarket affordable tow hitch kit on your Lexus GX460 if you happen to purchase one without a tow package. The same process is going to apply to all 2010 to 2023 models. What I find kind of odd about these GX460s is even the most basic model without a tow package all come pre-wired for you to pull a trailer. See, there's a 6-pin on this side, 4-pin on the other, which definitely isn't a bad thing. I'm really happy that I don't have to do any sort of wiring today. Now, I decided to go with the CURT brand since I trust it. I've been using that on our Subaru Crosstrek for almost 3 years now, and it's been very reliable. This is pretty much all that came with the kit by CURT. The part number that I'm using is 13043, which should be compatible to all 2010 to 2023 Lexus GX460. So it's just going to be the hitch itself, which is very heavy duty. And I believe this is a 1/4-inch spacer for the top. I don't think this was included in the kit in the past, but looking at some reviews, I think some people were having an issue with bumper clearance on this section right here with it rubbing, so they have to create a spacer. So I guess that's a revision that CURT did for the later ones. And it came with all the hardware that you need to put it on. It's just 4 grade 10.9 bolts and matching washers. And it is a powder coated finish, so this should be very durable. Now, this hitch is rated for 5,000 pounds, and then it's rated for 500 pounds tongue weight, which means vertical load, which should be plenty for what I'm using this car for. This GX460, I'm using it for pretty much hauling my dirt bikes around and potentially a small camper or boat in the near future. The GX460 is rated for up to 6,500 pounds. Now, if you want to take advantage of the full 6,500 towing capacity, this may not be the kit for you. You may want to end up purchasing the Lexus OEM one, which is the much larger one. It bolts on under the rails, and that one I believe is around $1,100. But this kit should be plenty for what I'm using this truck for. And as far as tools that I'm using for the installation, this is just a 3/8 DeWalt impact with a 19mm socket. I'm not using this to torque down these bolts. I'm just using it to drive it up into the impact bar. I'm actually going to be using a 1/2-inch torque wrench that I'm going to preset for 86 foot-pounds, and then just a 19mm socket and an extension. After reviewing the instructions, I can't imagine this install taking more than 10-15 minutes. And I just confirmed that this is a spacer that you don't need to install unless you're having clearance issues. Then you add it between this and the impact bar. Should be really simple though, since the factory bumper beam or impact bar has some weld nuts already on the bottom side. You're literally just bolting this onto the bottom of it. Now, you'll notice that the washers aren't completely flat. They're kind of cupped. If you look at it from a side profile, make sure you have them installed this way where the teeth are on the bottom side of the bolt. These will actually latch onto the mounting surface to keep the washers from spinning. So here are the holes that we're trying to access. Now, in some cases, we may have to drop the spare tire, lower it some, just so we can push it forward while we're doing the install. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to move the spare tire back a little bit. I'm gonna pop this off with a flathead. Yeah, hopefully you can see that, but we're gonna try to Stick this whole thing through this hole, and you gotta match the square pattern, and we're gonna try to turn that counterclockwise to drop the spare. All right, that made plenty of clearance, but with this 2017, we're definitely gonna have to run the spacer. All right, now I'm gonna set the torque wrench to 86 foot-pounds. Now we're just gonna torque him down in a cross pattern. Now that we've got this fully mounted, I'm gonna raise the spare tire back up. Gonna test out my dirt bike carrier. That should make the rack stable. All right, guys, if you found today's video helpful in any way, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you like this kind of content, want to keep up with some of my projects, such as my Lexus GX460, our Subaru Crosstrek, or any of my other vehicles, consider subscribing to this channel. But this is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching.